we need another Alfred? And if so, who should be Alfred, the butler?
We absolutely do need another Alfred. Even though
No.
Alfred has been, I'll say this. It is very rare for any of the Batman films to actually get an Alfred wrong. I don't think they've ever gotten an Alfred wrong. Now, I haven't watched this Alfred Pennyworth show that they're putting out, but in every iteration, I've been pleased with what they've done with Alfred. I've never complained. Batman's are hit or miss, but
Alfreds. They've been
Alfreds
spot
are
on.
on point.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I'm sticking with Michael Caine.
I respect it. I respect
Yeah,
it.
I mean, he's Michael Caine.
So,
Um,
say what? Finish up, JP?
Nah, I'm just sticking with Michael
So,
Caine.
Michael Caine, what about you, Gift?
So for me, I was like, I need to switch him up a little bit. And you know, the thing with Alfred is like he's ex-special forces for the Britain. He seems to be young forever, even if he's old. He always seems to look young. He seems incredibly skilled. He is incredibly skilled and multi-talented and super protective, and also can be intimidating by not also being intimidating. And so for me, I felt Jimon Honsu would be the perfect Alfred.
I just watched him this
yeah.
week. I just saw him this week.
Like that dude, he's got a demeanor that makes you feel like he's always going to be teaching and he'll protect you, but he's got a stature that's like, yo, he can mess me up. But at the same time, he looks so skinny that you're like, I could probably mess him up.
That makes sense.
I can see that.
And he's also like 65, 70 years old. Like, he's
No
not
way.
a young man.
No, he's not that old. He's not that
No
old.
way.
He's
He's that old.
I just
No way.
While you're doing that, why are you looking up his age?
Okay, never mind. He's 57. I'm sorry. He is 57. He's 57.
Oh, he is. He's 57.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I'm curious to see Andy Serkis's. I guess I'm thinking I just want to see Andy Serkis's before I see anyone else. I'm just because I'm a huge fan of Andy Serkis and
Yeah, as Alfred, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
So
Again,
anyway, look forward to see how he goes with that. So
he's one of those people that has like he looks intimidating. He can be intimidating, but he can be absolutely not intimidating. You look at him, I can beat him up, but then you see his stature, he's like, he could probably beat me up too. Because he's just crazy, you know. I'm talking about Andy Serkis as an Alfred.
and I think somehow deep down it's a bit like James Bond. I kind of always think they have to be English. I'm not sure why, because the English have butlers, I guess. They have I don't know any English people who have butlers in England, but it's a stereotype, I guess. So I don't know.
Makes sense.
All right. Now we're moving on to Batgirl. Now, Batgirl and Batwoman
Oh, wait,
are
did you not say Tim Drake?
Oh yeah, Tim Drake.
Oh, Tim Drake is up here. Sorry. Well, let's talk Tim Drake. Sorry, I skipped Tim Drake. I went straight to Damian Wayne. Tim Drake, what's your thoughts?
I'm going with Timothy Chalamet.
I get it. Wait, I get that. That I think is like a perfect casting. Like, he's skinny, he's unassuming. Like the only thing he really can be is smart and like above average athletic. Because otherwise, you're like, he's the right amount of nerdiness. And I definitely can see him as a member of the LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be a leading man because I think Chalamet is now kind of hitting that sweet spot in his career. Like he's becoming like the new Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. He's kind of heading into that upper echelon. So he'd have to have a very big role with a lot of money put to it. He's not there yet, but having seen June and watching his star rising, he'd have to have a big role. It'd probably be one of the headlining cast of that movie. So, but that's fine. What about you then, Gift?
So I don't know if you guys know, have you guys ever seen the show Brockmire? It featured Hank Azaria. It was the show with Hank Azaria as the lead. Or did you guys see Thunder Force on Netflix with Octavia Spencer and
Was that a movie that
It was
had
a Netflix
her,
movie. It was a Netflix movie.
and it had Melissa McCarthy? It
Yeah,
got like
exactly.
I think it won some
Oh,
Razzies.
Thunder Force. Yes.
So for me, the guy who I think would be the perfect Tim Drake is the actor Tyrell Jackson Williams. I'm trying to, because those are the two emphases that I would go under, because it's hard to be able to create anything else from there. But he's this guy. He has he's like a nerdy. He's a tall-statured actor. He's young.
Yep, I see it.
But he's super nerdy. But he actually is like stronger than you give credit for. Like he works well in that Tim Drake-esque. Like
He's got this big smile, nerdy smile, like
exactly. And so yeah, I was like, he would be the perfect. He looks like he's still the youngest of all of them, and I think he might be the youngest on my list of those Robins still. But like, it's the sarcasm, it's the nerdiness, it's the gymnast look simultaneously. Yeah, and he knows how to play that role well, because he always seemed like he's stammering in all the roles that he
look
does.
like a nerd with his big grin and big ears.
Exactly. So,
All right. Well, are we now ready to move on to Batgirl?
yes.
So is it now? I've got here on the list Batgirl stroke woman. Are they two different roles?
Yes. Batgirl.
So let's
is
start
Barbara
with Batgirl.
Batgirl is Barbara Gordon, Jim Gordon's daughter, and Batwoman is Kate Kane, and the first LGBTQ Bat person.
Okay, so who do you want for Batgirl then?
JP, I'll let you
first,
lead the way.
Oh, you want me to go first? Oh, for Batgirl, Emma Watson, just because it's Emma.
I just want to see Emma Watson in a batsuit. Like, that's all.
There's lots of people who want to see Emma Watson in a batsuit. There's no doubts about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would like to see Emma Watson as Batgirl, and I think she'd go well as the daughter of my pick for Commissioner Gordon, which is still Gary Oldman. I think they'd go well as daughter and father. And Emma Watson has this intelligence with her, because Barbara Gordon also becomes the chief commissioner
Becomes Oracle.
and becomes Oracle. So you have to have someone that looks intelligent as well. So
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. It's and these are all perceptions that can be broken in a heartbeat. But the thing about her is that Emma strikes me as not someone who's an action star. She strikes me as someone who's, and this probably comes back to playing Hermione, just wit, intelligence. She would play the.
It's not just playing Hermione. It's literally all her roles. Even Beauty and the Beast, she plays basically that role.
She's kind of like, it's almost action or violence is below her. She can lives. She'd almost be like a Lex Luthor. If she was a baddie, she'd be like Lex Luthor, because she would just outthink everybody around her.
Yeah.
But anyway, that can be changed in a heartbeat. All you have to do is just spend a couple of months in the gym, do some training, and off you go, and you can change that perception. So that's an interesting choice.
Let's remind our friends to please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have new videos out.
Right. Subscribe!
Garbage dog. Oh, die.